For many people, mornings begin with the same underlying thought. I have to go to work because my income depends on it. Everything in your financial life, like housing, food, utility payments, and even leisure activities, is tied to that one monthly check. The problem is that relying on a single paycheck is like trying to stand upright on just one foot. The moment that support disappears, your balance is gone. Now imagine a different situation, having a steady stream of money that keeps coming in, even when you're not actively working. This is the principle that wealthy individuals have learned to master, and it's exactly what I'm going to explain in this video. You'll see how this approach can help you add to your current income or eventually replace it altogether. Stay with me until the end, because the final part connects all the ideas and shows how this path leads to genuine freedom. The weakness of a paycheck is simple to understand. It's earned income. You trade your time, energy, and skills for money. The moment you stop showing up, the payments slow down or stop entirely. That's why so many people live with constant financial pressure. When the job ends, the income ends with it. Those who reached financial independence realized early that real security doesn't come from working longer hours or climbing higher in a career. Instead, stability is created by building multiple income streams that function without your daily involvement. This approach is known as cash flow. It shifts money from something you chase into something that actively supports you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to learn more strategies like this. Think about cash flow this way. If you earn $5,000 a month from a job, you repeat the same cycle every single month. But if that same $5,000 comes from income-producing assets, like rental real estate, dividend stocks, royalties, or a small business that runs largely on its own, your lifestyle no longer depends on your constant effort. That's the key difference. Job income ties you directly to work. Strong cash flow gives you flexibility and control over your time. The good news is that you don't need a fortune to get started. What really matters is changing how you think about money. And this is where many people go wrong. They believe financial freedom means saving a massive amount of cash. But savings alone come with risks. If money isn't put to work, it slowly disappears through expenses and inflation. It's like filling a container without adding a way to refill it. Cash flow changes the equation. It's more like installing a faucet. Money keeps flowing, allowing you to live without draining the original source. For example, if you invest $100,000 in dividend-paying stocks with a 4% annual return, you earn $4,000 a year passively. That amount might not cover all your costs yet, but it proves something powerful. Your money can earn money for you. Once you see that in action, your understanding of wealth completely shifts. Real estate offers another clear example. Suppose you save enough to purchase a rental property. After covering the mortgage, upkeep, and taxes, you might still generate $800 each month in profit. That's $800 less you need from your paycheck. Add a second property, and now it's $1,600. At that point, you're no longer just saving, you're building a system that grows. Once these systems are in place, they keep working no matter where you are or what you're doing. Whether you're at work, on vacation, or asleep, they continue moving forward. That's how assets become engines that produce long-term financial strength. It's essential to understand that building reliable cash flow doesn't happen overnight. This process takes time, structure, and intentional planning. That's why career decisions should be made carefully, rather than quitting your job on impulse. The goal isn't to abandon your income suddenly, but to gradually reduce how dependent you are on your salary. At the start, your job may cover nearly all of your expenses. Over time, your assets might begin handling 30 or 40% of your financial needs. A few years later, they could be supporting 70 or even 80% of your lifestyle. Eventually, you arrive at a turning point where your investments fully pay for your cost of living. At that stage, your paycheck becomes optional. Real freedom isn't about storming away from a job in frustration. It's about reaching a moment in life where you work because you want to, not because you have to. The beginning can feel discouraging, especially when the numbers seem insignificant. Your first dividend payment might be just $12. Your first digital product sale could bring in $40. Your first rental property might only generate enough to pay your internet bill. But those early results matter more than they seem. They aren't trivial, they are proof. Proof that income can exist without your constant effort. Once you see that it works, the next step is to refine, grow, and stack those income sources over time. People who understand money share a crucial insight. The initial size of an income stream is far less important than the fact that it exists at all. With consistency and smart management, small beginnings can evolve into powerful systems that reshape your future. So, what kind of cash flow can realistically replace a paycheck? It could come from dividend-paying stocks or bonds. It might involve rental properties that provide dependable monthly returns. It could be a small business designed to run smoothly without requiring your daily attention. In today's world, it may also include digital assets, an online course, a book, a YouTube channel, or software you create once and sell repeatedly. The specific format doesn't matter nearly as much as reliability and consistency. Here's the mindset shift that separates wage earners from wealth builders. Instead of asking, "How much can I save?" ask, "How much income does this asset produce?" Saving a dollar helps, but having that dollar generate recurring income is far more powerful. Imagine having $500,000 sitting in a savings account, earning nothing. It may feel safe, but it isn't growing. Now, picture that same $500,000 invested in income-producing assets that generate $25,000 every year, while the principal remains intact. That's the difference between idle money and working capital. Idle money stands still. Working capital earns on your behalf. One benefit of steady cash flow that's often overlooked is the psychological freedom it brings. When your paycheck is your only support, every decision feels risky. What if I lose my job? What happens if the company downsizes? But as you build multiple income streams, that fear begins to fade. If one source slows down, others continue to support you. With financial pressure reduced, you gain clarity and confidence in how you use your time, shape your career, and invest in relationships. You stop acting out of fear and start choosing from a position of strength. Watch the next video to understand why saving your first $10,000 is often the hardest part, and why reaching $100,000 becomes much easier after that. And don't forget to subscribe. Your support helps us grow the channel and create even more valuable content.